Patrick Long, we own a venue, large wedding venue that sits on 8 acres in Lincoln County, Tennessee. Jack Daniels in 2018 built 2 barrel houses on the adjacent property to where our venue is today. When we went prior to purchasing our home in 2021, there was nothing that the county said they had any idea what else might go on that property. After 4 years, we started to see significant impact to the vegetation and the trees. We lost 15 trees, and that's because what happens is this fungus, it doesn't wash off naturally with water, and so it coats leaves on vegetation and essentially prevents photosynthesis. Well, if I prevent photosynthesis, I'm strangling whatever it is that I've coated, right? And that's what happens. That's why it takes a little bit of time. Like last year, we lost $3,000 worth of vegetation. It was all brand new plantings, as a matter of fact, and within 12 months, they all died. We have to pressure wash we have 2 major buildings, 4,000 square foot each. 2 to 3 times a year, you can't pressure wash it. Like, you just don't get up there with a pressure washer. It has to be chemical based. And it's $3,000 to $5,000 a whack. And you'll find that every time you clean it, it seems to take less time for it to come back. It's like an infection you just never get rid of. And there's only one way to get rid of it, and that's cut the food source. No ethanol in the air, no fungus. From what I know about Maine, never been there, read about it, y'all have beautiful environment. I'm just telling you, every single person who came here, and I'll end with this, every single person in the media that showed up here, whether it was the New York Times, Fox News, CNN, the BBC, every single person said the same thing. We thought we were going to have to go drive around and find this stuff you're talking about. And they said the minute we crossed into Moore County, it's everywhere. Every tree is black, every street sign is black, and every house is black. If you move forward in 2022, last year, one day we just walked out there and they started building 6 more barrel houses. Jack Daniels wants to build 20 more barrel houses within a quarter mile of our property. A quarter mile, man. It will happen to y'all. He's going to start with 2, but I promise he's going to make money, and demand's going to go up, and he's going to increase. And once you let him in the gates, it's over. That's just so that y'all get prepared for the magnitude of what you're about to face. If your folks don't at least consider taking a visit to a town that has this happening, you're making a big mistake. Because when they drive around and see it face to face, and you'll figure it out real quick what's coming to you. Your county has all the power right now. That's why it's so important. If you give away the power today, you're screwed. If they use the excuse of, but he's not as big as Jack Daniels, it's not as much, it won't be as bad. They're going to immediately say this, just like I've already heard. Oh, it's naturally occurring. All sorts of things make it grow. Planning and zoning, this is the war right here. One battle, the whole war right here. You are built, you are designed, you are directed to evaluate what they want to do and how that is going to affect your town. You're not there to rubber stamp whatever anybody asks you to do. Make him bring you an environmental impact study. Do everything in your power to get all the answers. If you cross that path with him, you're screwed. And you open yourselves up to if you try to change it in the future, you can forget about it. And the only people who are really going to have the guts to make a call on this is planning and zoning.